Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to start a series, and it's this will be the second video in the series. I'm just going to do. I've got a bunch of scotch sitting around that I haven't gotten into a while because I've been pretty much falling back in love with bourbon over the last 6 months, 6 to 7 months, whatever. Got back into bourbon, really started experiencing that stuff again, and just really having a good time with it, enjoying it, and figuring out what I like about bourbons, and just having a good time with it. So today I've got this one. This is Macallan edition number 3. This is obviously the third edition in the series. Was bottled in September or October 2017, released globally, and it was, I want to say it was like 250,000 bottles released globally, so you might still be able to find one on the shelf. I think my current liquor store still has a handful of them on the shelf, so it's not anything that's just running off the racks at a lightning fast pace. So you might be able to find this one fairly easy still. This one's bottled at 48.3% ABV. It says for some odd reason my Wi-Fi on my distiller app's not coming up. So hashtag I'd love for you to work right now. This limited edition is an extraordinary collaboration between our master whiskey maker, Bob Delgarno, and master perfumer, Roja Dove. I hope I said that right on both. On the back, it says, edition number 3 is the third in a series of annual limited releases and the result of a collaboration between our master whiskey maker, Bob Delgarno, and master perfumer, Roja Dove. Together they embarked on a sensory journey of discovery as Roja imparted his remarkable knowledge of aroma to inspire the selection of distinctive oak casks. This characterful single malt is an exploration into our approach to whiskey making, exposing the detail of its creation by our master whiskey maker and offering true transparency. So I've heard mixed reviews on this one. I was able to look it up on the distiller app beforehand, and they don't have any reviews on it. I don't believe they didn't have an expert review, so this is not one that they've come across yet. So I want to say the price point on it was around $85 to $90. So if you really like Macallan and you're looking for something different, this might be your go-to bottling. Very oak heavy on the nose, which is on the distiller app. That's what it said. They were trying to use different oak barrels to create different aromas. Yeah, very oak heavy. Got a little bit of a spice on the back end, but that's probably from the alcohol content, 48%. The nose changed a little bit for me. It's got like a dry nuttiness I'm getting. It finishes very quickly. It's very dry on the palate. It's got a lot of burn to it, more than likely because of the alcohol content. And it has that, I can't pick apart the nose, but it has that perfume feel to it. I don't know if I would pick that out before reading the description, or if I would pick it out just blindly nosing it or tasting it. I mean, it's not a bad whiskey. It wouldn't be a go-to whiskey for me. Of course, I'm not a fan of lighter scotches. I wouldn't call this a very flavorful, heavily flavored, strong scotch. Very dry. The finish is extremely quick. I know I already said that, but it doesn't last long on the palate. And maybe that just might be something from Macallan, and it's engineered that way. I mean, Macallan is an easy to drink single malt from my experience. So it is what it is. Do I think it's a little overpriced? Yeah. But for only releasing 250,000 bottles worldwide, you can mark it up a little bit and you're going to make your money back. So Macallan's they just released that 172-year-old whiskey. That's just ridiculous. $500,000, however much it cost. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I would probably be middle of the road on this one if I was to. Me personally, I'd pick a Lefroy 10-year-old over this, only because my palate leads towards more heavily flavored and stronger whiskeys. Stronger as in flavor, not alcohol. But it's all right. I don't hate it. I mean, it's just good. Nothing really exciting about it. Everything finishes quick. The nose is hardly discernible as far as you can't really, me personally, I can't pick it apart. I'd like to see edition number 4. So, oh well. That's my opinion on this semi-rare release of Macallan, edition number 3. If you're the adventurous type and you got an extra $100 laying around, get it. If not, I'd save it for those folks. Hopefully you become friends with them and then you can drink their whiskey. I think that's all I got on this one. There's not really much to talk about. But if you like what you're seeing and you got any tips or hints or whatever, comment in the give me a comment, share it with your friends, like it. You can follow me on Instagram at SonofThor3. I just post randomly there, and it's it's never on point with anything. We also have Ad Bearded Idiots podcast, and we just recorded 2 more episodes last night. I'm recording this on Sunday right now. So we got into some weird stuff on one of them. One of them was really heavy on the Church of Satan. So we kind of dove down that rabbit hole for a little bit. It wasn't terrible. And the other one, we spent a lot of time talking about the whiskey itself. And we reviewed Ardbeg Ugadal. So check us out at Bearded Idiots podcast. Like us, share us with your friends. If you can, donate some money. If you can send $1 a month, that'll help. We're trying to pay our bills. So, like always, Drink whiskey, share it with your friends and family, and have a good time. You have a good night. Bye.